Today I have found remarkable Skycam footage of the City of London. It is dated 2021, 2 years after the virus was released. The bizarre thing I've seen are cat-like creatures flying around the high buildings, resting on rooftops like gargoyles. I am convinced that they are the beings we know today as angels. We have only ever found the bones, as our ancestors did with the dinosaurs of the past. But here is real proof of their existence. Another thing to note is there appear to be very few birds. Yesterday I ventured back to the military base and was thrilled to find an onboard camera in the security guard's armoured truck that Weyland, Guns, the receptionist and the guard had jumped into, narrowly escaping the wave of infected personnel charging the chain link fence. Tensions are high as they circle the base, pursued by the mob, yet Weyland in the passenger seat appears to be unperturbed.
Why are we circling the base?
Yeah, drive away. Are you trying to get us killed?
Look, I'm just following orders.
For fuck's sake, I'm trying to think. If we just drive away, they'll follow. The virus expands, enveloping the whole country.
He's right. This is probably the last chance to contain it. There is an outer perimeter fence, but those naked guys can just rip right through it.
Right, okay, so first, we're going to have to somehow contain a whole platoon of super soldiers.
Some Skycam footage of the military base shows the company raising dust as they circle the perimeter fence, with all the infected running behind them. But some of the Supermen and the other officers slowly stop and start running the opposite way, showing small signs of intelligence.
We have to alert the government about this. Get some backup. Has anyone got a phone?
Negative.
Wait, I'll try a different frequency, see if I can get through.
Okay. Guns, you're one of them. What's your weakness? How would you kill yourself?
Suicide, I guess.
No, it means how would you commit suicide?
I don't know. They inserted synthetic muscles into us, grafted our skin with organic neoprene, heightened our vision, sense of smell, and improved our intelligence, I think.
You think?
Well, they did something with our brains.
Central, there's been a security breach at the facility. Code red. We need reinforcements. Heavy reinforcements.
And what about blowing them up? The facility specialises in explosives.
No, that would be a terrible mistake. Remember the acid? All the tiny little pieces would just run through the chain link fence. There'd be no way of containing it after that.
Okay. Hello, Central? Make that not so heavy reinforcements. Do you hear me? No tanks. Hello, Central?
Oh, look out!
The armoured truck smashes into 2 smiling officers and runs over 3 more, entering into a running crowd of infected that had decided to turn and run the other way, meeting the truck head-on.
Lucky this truck is armoured.
Suddenly, Weyland spots a super soldier running straight at them. The guard swerves and the soldier barges into the side of the truck, making it cartwheel various times and finally crash down onto its side. The internal camera is now dislodged, pointing into the truck but still recording the concussed passengers.
My head. Okay. Scott, how much ammo have you got?
2 more clips, but there should also be a handgun in the glove box.
Okay, climb up and open the side door. Shoot the ones that come near, as close as possible. 1 shot each in a vital place. That slows them down. That's the super soldier. Muscles, guns, go out the back and rip off the step. See if you can chop him up a bit. The smaller you can chop him up, the easier we can contain him.
Finally, some action.
Jane, you stay here. I'm going on top of Scott.
I'm not really called Jane Austen, you know. Give me that gun. I'll have had way more training than you.
The Skycam footage shows Guns burst out of the truck and rip off the reinforced metal step. Meanwhile, Scott and the receptionist start shooting the remaining crowd. As the super soldier hears the back open, he comes running round and Guns hacks into his side with a sheet of metal. The soldier prevents a second swing by grabbing Guns' arms and manages to stab him in the stomach with his own piece of metal.
Ow!
Shoot the Superman!
Cries Weyland, looking out of the back window. The super soldier turns in the direction of the shots, and Guns manages to push him away, taking a final mighty swing of his improvised axe. The Superman falls, cut in half.
Clear!
General, sir. Take a look at this guy.
What? He's regenerating as 2 smaller men, but his synthetic muscles are all sticking out. The virus isn't producing anything that's artificial. Anything that isn't in the host DNA, of course.
Come again?
It only fixes genetic material, so synthetic muscles no longer fit him. He's no longer super. Scott, throw me your handcuffs.
They're getting up again. Damn it!
We're out of ammo up here.
And here comes a second wave of zombies.
Okay, everybody get back in. And stop calling them zombies. They're nothing like zombies.
They're living dead.
No, they're an unfortunate contamination of an unexpected viral infection is all. Now get back in here.
Ow! My arm!
Grab Scott's legs. Pull.
I've been bit!
Jane, don't let go. Keep pulling.
She's been infected.
So's Guns. So am I. Pull.
The three fall back inside the truck and the sergeant shuts the door. Scott's whole arm is missing, with just shards of bone and some strings of sinew squirting blood and hanging limp. Blood is also spilling from the side of her neck. Scott is silent, eyes rolling in pain as the others watch horrified. The truck is surrounded as the rest of the Supermen arrive and start pounding on the truck like a tin can.
Being infected is a good thing. Look, Scott's arm's already started to grow back. It heals you.
So why are they all like that then?
Because they're all dead.
Living dead?
They're nothing like zombies.
We've got no guns.
I'm here.
And those super soldiers will tear a hole in this box any minute. What's the new plan?
There is no plan. This is it, Guns. Whatever happens, you can't let me die. You've got to protect me.
Wow, stress really brings out best in some people, eh?
I have to survive to make a cure.
We've made a hole. Everyone on this side.
They're ripping it open as if it's nothing.
They're on this side too.
Oh, my foot! They've got me! Guns, no, don't pull!
The receptionist's high-heeled shoe and part of her foot disappear amongst the grabbing hands as the truck is ripped open on both sides. The sergeant stands protectively over Weyland when suddenly all the assailants stop.
What? Why have they stopped?
Listen, it's the cavalry.
The lights flooding the area and the orders shouted over the loudspeakers seem to be the new attraction for the infected. Even the super soldiers all charge towards the lights.
They're going to freak out when they see them all get back up again.
We've got to get out!
No. If we move, they'll shoot us too. We're just going to have to wait it out. Here, Guns, take this. It's one of my last 2 shots of Geneva.
No, I won't be infected with that virus.
Sounds like they're getting back up. I can't believe my arm has grown back. I haven't seen it this muscly in years. Doctor, apart from the whole zombie side effect thing, you're a genius. Jane, you've got to try this.
My name is Alexandria.
General, sir, that sound is a tank turret aiming.
What? No! The fools!
And with that, Weyland runs from the back of the truck, yelling,
Stop!
but it's too late. He's knocked back by the blast as a horde of infected, including 5 super soldiers, are blown to pieces. Very little pieces.
That's it. They can no longer be stopped by the chain fence. The whole country is doomed.
Look, the explosions knocked him down.
No, I think he's just given up. I'm going to go get him. You two, come on. Our only way out of here alive is in one of those trucks. Come on, Doctor. We're getting out of here.
Huh?
A floodlight spins and points straight at them, and they stop with their arms in the air. Weyland even drops to the ground with his arms behind his back, but they still hear the sound of the tank turret turning towards them. However, tiny silhouettes start covering the floodlight, and shrill screams fill the night.
Come on, Jane, we have to go join them.
I can't move.
Well, then let me inject you with the serum. Let me heal you.
I'm become infected like one of them. I'd rather die.
Meanwhile, Weyland and Scott reach one of the army trucks which appears to be abandoned, save the dead driver, whose jaw is slowly clicking back into place as Scott pulls him out of the truck. As they shut the doors, a mouse-sized man jumps out from behind the steering wheel and hurriedly tries to scurry into Scott's mouth. Weyland manages to catch it in time and shoves it in the glove box. Guns then bursts from the capsized truck with the stubborn receptionist over his shoulder. Scott starts to pull away to close the distance when a gunner spots the runners. The receptionist shrieks as the bullets rip through her side and they both fall. yet Guns manages to catch her softly and stares at her, frustrated at having the cure, yet not the permission to use it. She slowly looks up at him, wincing.
Save me. Superman.
I thought you'd never ask.
Scott and Weyland's truck swiftly drives by, and Guns swings them both up into the open back.
You okay?
I've just doomed the whole country, maybe the whole world.
They drive through a chain fence and off into the night. At least now we see that the mad scientist Weyland Forth wasn't as intent on destroying the world as the history files would have us believe. We'll learn more about the apocalypse next time on Before the Aftermath. Join us on Patreon and get emailed each weekly episode a day before it goes public. Even feature in the episodes as a zombie or even a main character. Check out all the other rewards.
Click it.
Yeah.